Are y'all ready to kiss and disco, smooch and dance, besos y bailar? We have HS4 ready today, dropping. I cannot wait for this. We have checked out all three albums prior to this: Debut, Fine Line, Harry's House. I've checked out some interviews with Zane Lowe. I'm ready to dance. I am ready to disco. I'm ready to kiss. I'm ready to fall in love. I'm ready to have an incredible time here with Harry Styles. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna sound like? Is it gonna be new? Is it gonna be different? Is it going to be crazy? Are we going to get deep? Are we going to just have fun? I feel like from everything we've heard so far, watching his movie, Behind the Music, behind the album, watching the interview with Zane Lowe, listening to the albums, watching the music videos, I feel like this album specifically, with everything he's been talking about, we're just gonna let free. Aperture, the start of the album, I feel like that's gonna be like, I feel like he's kicking us into the theme right off the rip, where we're going to let the light in. We're going to let love take over. We're going to maybe even be a little impulsive. So let's get into it. We have 12 brand new songs. Let me pull up the lyrics from Genius and let's get into it. Make sure you let me know your favorite tracks and please help me break down the lyrics. It's time to let the light in, baby. Make sure we get this volume right. A little low. Just based off this track, it's different than anything I feel like we've heard from the previous albums. The first album's very rock-centered and very deep. The first time I listened to it, I was thinking that Harry's House and Fine Line was a little more deeper, but I don't know. I think that album might be his most vulnerable.
Take no prisoners for me, I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees, I'm going on clean.
Drinks go straight to my knees. Is that just like giving him the power to dance? Potent alcoholic beverage that affects very quickly and intensely, causing them to feel intoxicated almost immediately. A little tequila.
No more tricks up my sleeve. Game called, review the player. Time code, Tokyo scene. Bad boys is complicated.
We're already up and moving. I love when he goes in that lower register. Come on, come on. Yes, we do, y'all. We are human beings. We're supposed to be together. Stop hating on each other.
We belong together. It finally appears. It's only love. We belong together. No good state to receive. Go forth as questions later. Trap doors, you're toying with me. Dance halls, another cadence.
I love this song. This is a banger. It's in my Jukes Jams. The production's insane on this. It has this like almost extraterrestrial feeling to it with those like whirry laser sounds.
I won't stray from
Feels like we're in a giant club. I haven't learned the choreo yet. Yeah, that one. Oh, that is a great start to the album. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this song makes me feel like picturing this giant empty club where Harry's just getting it in there and the light is coming in and people are coming in and this community is forming and everyone's just letting go of all their bullshit and we can be free and we can love and we can have a great time. No one's worried about being perceived or judged, and it's just lovely. And I feel like that's something he mentioned in the Zane Lowe interview, is just being able to go to a show and be in there in the crowd and look at someone eye to eye and scream the lyrics together and sing together and just not worry about, maybe being posted online or laughed at or something, and it's just beautiful. So to start the album with a track like that, where he's literally saying to let the light in, to let love in. Don't be afraid so much. Stop being tortured by your fears. Fantastic. Next track, American Girls. How is this going to sound? I know through the Zane Lowe interview, he talked about his friends getting married and being this outsider to his friends, and I think being partying still while they're doing their whole thing, domestic thing. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. A lot of what he was saying in that interview, I feel like it needs to be broken down a little more. Ooh, come on, bass. We got context already.
A face that knows her perfect lighting. 'Cause time will show
I got you on your golden hour picks, baby.
that you should try it. Those American girls you spend your life with.
Already we have this giant bass. It sounds lovely the way it's bouncing. There's this nice little piano that has some kind of filter over top of it. Right at home with perfect timing. Feeling at home with someone often symbolizes emotional safety, belonging, and comfort. A face that knows her perfect lighting. A moment of recognition. Someone whose presence feels familiar or right. Lighting imagery appears in a lot of songwriting because it represents seeing someone clearly, a moment where everything aligns. And then those American girls you spend your life with. This line reframes the title. Instead of meaning casual dating, it may refer to women who become lifelong partners, relationships that last beyond youth or nightlife. So American Girls might represent the people you ultimately build a life with. Interesting. As an American. So that's quoted. My friends are in love with American Girls. I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. So someone saying that back to him as if he's familiar to him because, I don't know, he's grew up in front of us. Ooh. Come on. feel like John Hamm again in the middle of the club. Oh, come on. As an American myself and who's been around American girls my entire life, I have sisters, I have best friends that are American girls. I don't know exactly what he's even talking about on this, but the sound of it, the way he's singing, that production, it feels like a bunch of little satellites floating around, and the twinkling, the cosmic sound is beautiful. His voice sounds lovely. Some of these tracks I feel like it's gonna take a couple listens to understand, Mr. Harold Styles. But that was another great one. 2 for 2 so far, y'all. So American Girls, what do we got for the bio? Is there a bio? There's a bio. Using America as the punchline. Well, I mean, America should be everybody's punchline right now. Like, absolutely insanity. A bunch of dumbasses leading this country. Is the second single of Harry Styles' fourth studio album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Isn't occasionally and like recommended one of the hardest words to spell? I never know if there's 2 C's or 1 C. The song has Styles speaking on his personal experience of being a global phenomenon, describing how no matter where he travels, from city to city, his friends are drawn to American girls. The idea could also be seen as a direct jab at the Leave America trend that occurred during his international leg of his concert Love on Tour, where fans would shout the lyric, "Leave America," during Styles' performance of his 2022 hit As It Was, urging him to stop spending so much time in the United States and stay in the UK instead. I mean, I'm not against that, really. You probably should go back home because it's just insane here. But, you know, home is where you make it, right? And I'm sure the UK has problems as well. I'm sure your people aren't perfect. Anyways, let's get into Ready, Steady, Go. I'm fighting the cold here. This is exactly what the doctor ordered, though. Oh! So far, we're getting a lot of bass, and I love it. Already sweating. Could be the medicine.
One time is alright. 2 times is one
Dude.
too many.
Slapping that bass.
3 times you're on me, and suddenly, ready, steady, go.
This is gonna be fun.
You touch me goodnight. Butterfly both our bellies.
Ooh, what's that mean? You touch me goodnight, butterfly both our bellies. Is that a double entendre? Butterfly both our bellies, like you made me nervous, but also the butterfly is the most common tattoo in the world. Did they get they get butterfly tattoos?
You and me are skipping sleep with dirty feet. Ready, steady, go.
Oh, we're just going.
You call it love. You call it only your mind. You
Oh.
got it now.
Spanish guitar, baby.
Why away? Do too much. But you call it love.
Oh! What the hell? What the hell is that rippling noise? This? Oh my God, go back. How'd that come in? Synths? What are those keys? Holy. Oh my God.
One time in the light. It's 2 times as fun already. 1, 2, 3 times you're only playing with me. Ready, steady, go.
What are we talking about? Oh. That's Italian. mean, oh my gosh, man, his team is wild. I just watched that Behind the Album documentary with them. They are so cool, and I feel like they all understand each other so well. And I think when you have that type of chemistry, you're going to make some fantastic music. And my fucking God, Harry Styles and team. This is one of those songs where I feel like I'm gonna be able to put it on anytime, any feeling, any moment. Maybe I'm the most disheveled in my life. I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna dance my heart out. This is incredible. Wow. You have to be kidding me right there, Harry. That was unbelievable. The production on that was insane. Again, like, very simple song about just like going like just impulsive. It feels like, again, one time is all right, two times is one too many, 1 2 3 times you're on me, and suddenly ready steady go. Woo, that's sexy. The song captures the thrilling but unpredictable rush of a relationship that's progressing more quickly than both people can fully comprehend. The song alludes to an underlying emotional imbalance while simultaneously reflecting moments of impromptu intimacy and youthful excitement, such as late nights, snap judgments, and the anxious thrill of attraction. The phrase ready, steady, go being repeated serves as a metaphor for intensifying emotions, similar to a race starting before anyone has a chance to reflect. Ready, set, poof, go, and then just everything rushes to you, all your emotions, all your feelings, attraction, lust, beauty, all that. It's fiery, it's passionate. This one right here had to add to the Jukes jams as well. It just it has this energy that I feel like is never gonna get old. That whatever the hell instruments they're using on that, it sounded like keyboard, synth. The bass was funky, crazy. Oh my gosh, guys, this album is absurd already, and we are on what, track 3? That was track 3. Going to track 4. Are you listening yet? I can't remember what he said this one was about during the interview. What do you think so far?
God knows your life is on the brink, and your therapist well fed.
Oh, okay. I remember him talking about that. I remember him saying that he felt like he was just like checking the boxes and like going through the motions there, which, and like just recounting his life to the therapist instead of like getting to like a solution to how he was feeling or yeah. I think he said he was like in a really bad place during one of his tours, and it was like really affecting him. And then that's when he was saying that like God knows your life is on the brink and your therapist is well fed. I think that's him saying like your therapist, it's like another double entendre maybe, like either they're well fed because they're expensive and he's paying them because he's probably paying for a high class therapist being Harry Styles, but also they're fed off of like all his conversations, all his emotions, all his stories maybe.
Fixes an intimate sex. You like
Let me go back.
God knows your life is on the brink, and your therapist well fed. The fix of all fixes, an intimate sex. You like the way she talks, never what she says. You've had your tummy tickled. Are you listening yet?
Butterflies again, maybe?
It's like you're taking up arms, but the message is wet. It sounds inviting, but you don't believe in it yet. You keep forgetting your mantra, which thoughts you had on your own, ignoring all of your friends at the end of their rope.
Ooh, that's not cool. It's like you're taking up arms, but the message is wet. It sounds okay. It's like you're taking up arms, but the message is wet. It sounds inviting, but you don't believe in it yet. You keep forgetting your mantra, which thoughts you had on your own. So he came to this conclusion, his way on his own, ignoring all your friends at the end of their rope. So when you say that, ignoring all your friends at the end of the rope, does that mean like ignoring all your friends at the end of the rope, like their last, like they're going through like their worst moment in life, ignoring them at their most, ignoring all your friends at the end of their rope. Hold on. It makes sense, but I can't.
Now you're all having choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? Oh, are you listening yet? Don't blink or mix the medium. You're smarter than that. This world is screaming, so you start to scream right back. This unpredictable fun is fun if you know how. If you must join a movement, make sure there's dancing.
Yes, that's right.
Now you're all having choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? Oh, are you listening yet?
Fun fact, do you guys know that there's people that don't have like consciousness? There's people that don't have that voice in their head. I am constantly in my head talking to myself and going through things. There's people that are just like moving throughout this world without even thinking about what they're going to do next. That blows my mind.
You're all having choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? Oh, are you
Yeah.
listening yet?
I'm always tuned in. You gotta be tuned in. Yeah. Come on. Open it up. There's some more lasers.
Now you're all having choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head?
Oh.
Are you listening yet? Oh, 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 are you listening yet?
Ah, man. I am crushing on this guy so hard. You guys already know. Before we read the bio, I have a feeling. Are you listening yet? Are you listening to yourself? That conscious that I talked about. Are you listening to your inner voice? Are you ignoring it? Are you following it? Is it do you even have one? Because yeah, some people I know one of my friends like doesn't have a voice in his head, and he is just like he does everything so aimlessly. Oh my gosh, I love him so much, but he just walks around so aimlessly, hand on top of the head, just like doesn't know his next move, I feel like. But anyways, the song explores the idea of self-awareness and learning to pay attention to one's inner voice. Throughout the song, Harry repeatedly asks the titular question as a form of self-reflection, confronting the patterns and habits that people often recognize but choose to ignore. In an interview with Zane Lowe, Styles explained that this was one of the earliest songs written for the album that came from a moment when he began recognizing recurrent situations in his life that he could no longer ignore. So having that pattern recognition, that's something that I have, that's probably one of my best skills, I think, is pattern recognition. That comes with a lot of experiences and living and being able to see like what's about to happen next, all the, like the butterfly effect, the dominoes, how are the dominoes going to fall? And sometimes it comes with like assuming things and maybe future tripping, shout out Hillary Duff, but most of the time it helps me see what's going on before things happen. What do you say? The question, are you listening yet, acts as both a challenge and a reminder to acknowledge personal responsibility and emotional truth. Blending introspective lyrics with an energetic instrumental, the track captures the tension between awareness and action, reflecting on the moment when someone finally decides to listen to themselves and make a change. So finally having that breakthrough. A lot of the time people have to go through a rock bottom event for that to happen, where the worst things possibly could happen, and then it wakes you up and now you feel like you want to change your life. I highly recommend that, but also hope that you go through it in a graceful way, because it sucks. Next track, Taste Back. What the hell is this going to be about? Taste Back? Like, I got my taste back. I feel I got my mojo, baby. I don't know. Let's see. Shout out to the producers. Shout out to the band. So far, so good. Oh my God. Let me just say, I hope we get some kind of documentary for this album, because so far, I really need to know how they made this. I need to see the process. Like, how do you know to make this in your head? I honestly don't even need to hear a word. I'm saving this. I don't need to hear a word yet. There's that lower register. I love it. Hold on, not quite Here We Go Again, but How Have You Been? So Here We Go Again is usually when you're starting that cycle over again with an ex or something, but how have you been? So maybe like a bit of emotional maturity, or maybe more serious, or maybe just actually caring about someone. Always been a consequence when you call me baby. So consequences aren't always bad. It could be something good, but always been a consequence when you call me baby. So something's happening, some kind of... I love that. Baby.
Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. It was tough at the time that you call me back. And you know that you can tell me I can take that. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? You just need a little love. You just need a little love. You just need a little love. Need a little love. It's all you. Did you get your taste back?
So when he's saying that, did you get your taste back? Does that mean like your taste for life, your desire to live,
Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? Talking terms of common sense, like two old friends. Where'd you find the confidence to call me baby? Is this you settling in? You drinking again, handling it like a European. This you settling in, you starting again, handling it. Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. It was tough at the time that you call me back. And you know that you can tell me I can take that. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? You just need a little love. You just need a little love. You just need a little love. Need a little love. It's all you. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love?
Oh, whoa, was not expecting that switch up. Sometimes it's all we need is a little bit of love. Love is all we need. This feels very poppy. Building. Come on, let's go. This guy's awesome. Let's get through some of the annotations here. Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. Why would you say that? Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. Although Paris is often associated with romance, beauty, and excitement, Harry implies that the reality for this person might be very different. Despite being in such an iconic city, they may still feel isolated, which could explain why they are reaching out and speaking to him in a nostalgic or affectionate way. I see. Must be okay. Must be lonely. It's the city of love. Like, why are you talking to me when there's probably tons of different people out there that could, that you can spend your time with. Harry is reading between the lines of the conversation, and he senses that the sudden warmth, familiarity, or emotional openness in the way they are speaking likely comes from feeling lonely rather than purely from rekindled love. So this person is just lonely out there in Paris. Maybe they're, drinking their tea and watching the lovebirds walk up and down, going to the Eiffel Tower or whatever, sitting at a cafe and just reminiscing and wishing that you were there too. And sometimes people do that. Sometimes they'll put out their affection not from a place of truth, but from a place of loneliness. And I think that's a very interesting thing to talk about and wait. And it is. I feel like that's very relatable. A lot of people, reach out to you, and sometimes there's ulterior motives. It's not always just purely honest. This line reinforces the song's central tension, whether the person is reconnecting because they genuinely miss him and have realized what they lost, or simply because distance and loneliness have made them crave the comfort of someone familiar. Oh man. So again, the production was wonderful, everything about it. Gosh. Wait. Actually, is there more? Any more annotations we could see? Nope. That looks good to me. Okay. So, next track is The Waiting Game.
Shortcomings, ignore your agency to stop. Write a ballad with the details while skimming off the top. A personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately.
Oh.
You apologize, dirty clown.
You can romanticize your shortcomings, ignore your agency to stop. So ignoring your autonomy, ignoring the ability to do that. You can romanticize your shortcomings. You can romanticize it. That's self-explanatory. Write a ballad with the details while skimming off the top. So taking all the good stuff, possibly a personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately, and you apologize, a dirty clown. What in the world is that instrument? Is that like an electric? Is that a sounds like strings, but not. Is it digital? What the hell? What's that?
Do you tantalize and titillate, knowing
I respect it. They're getting experimental on this album. There's so many different sounds I've never heard in my life. This sounds like it sounds like a violin or something that's got a bunch of filters on it. I don't know if it's just sample or digitized or whatever. I feel like they seem like people that are very practical, like all their production we've seen, banging on pots and pans and stuff, like trying to make real music that's not gimmicky. But whatever the hell that is scratching an itch in my brain. This album's gonna be listened to forever. I'm wow. I'm like.
Playing a waiting game when it all adds up to nothing.
What does he mean by that? And it all adds up to nothing. Like all that waiting, all that stuff you did, it doesn't even matter. Like it all came to nothing. You can let's get some. You can romanticize your shortcomings, turn your flaws into something poetic or tragic instead of addressing them. Harry explained that he noticed a cycle, behaving in ways he wasn't proud of, writing songs about those behaviors, being praised for the honesty. Ignore your agency to stop. Agency means the ability to choose and act. Yep, this line is brutally honest. It's acknowledging that he actually could stop repeating certain patterns, but pretending he doesn't have control is easier. And there's a lot of people like that in 2026. It is ignorance is bliss, and I cannot stand it. Write a ballad with the details while skimming off the top. He appears to be speaking about a songwriter as the subject of the song, perhaps another singer, and blatantly states that they are skimming off the top. Whether the subject of the song is literally illegally taking money before it's officially recorded and distributed, or if Styles means it in a metaphorical manner, the implication is clear. This person is dishonest and perhaps a thief or a fraud. I would doubt that it has anything to do with money. I think it has more to do with the depth of what they're writing about. Like you are a writer, but you're writing your ballads with just like kind of like Instagram. Instagram, it's mainly people just putting stuff out there that's only good. Like you only see the good stuff. You're not gonna see everyone's life 24/7. You're not gonna see them like having a flat tire or whatever on your page or whatever it may be. A personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately and you apologize, a dirty clown. This line suggests that even self-awareness can become a persona. Being over honest about flaws can sometimes turn into a character trait people admire. Yeah, I'm a little bit over honest, but I feel annoyed by myself sometimes. I'm like, damn, can I just freaking live? Harry is describing a cycle: behave badly or repeat a pattern, turn it into a song, apologize, repeat. Calling himself a dirty clown suggests he sees the absurdity of that pattern. It reads like calling himself out. You found someone to put your arms around, playing the waiting game, but it all adds up to nothing. He may be implying here that the person he's speaking of in the song is dating someone that they hope will propose to wed them, but he believes it won't happen. You found someone to put your arms around, playing the waiting game, but it all adds up to nothing. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah. Whew. Harold Styles. Telling you guys, it's going to take another listen for me to really grasp everything he's talking about here. This next track, Season 2 Weight Loss, I feel like it's going to be one of those. He talked about in that interview about how this is like where in the second season of a sitcom, people come back and they look more beautiful. Maybe they got some muscles or a better wardrobe or whatever it is. I think of, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They swapped out Aunt Viv for another Aunt Viv. That was different. That was a different circumstance. But, there's other Turtle from Entourage. She came back in like season 5 looking thinner. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably better examples. Season 2 Weight Loss. Whoa. Dirty synth. We're in Galaga. We're in arcade right now, arcade game. Oh.
Aren't you for sale if you cash it in cold? You gotta sit yourself down sometimes.
I'm making a prediction that laser sounding noise was a synth. That is going to open up, I have a feeling.
It's hard to tell and the thoughts are my own. And the old head gets harder to hold.
Aren't you for sale if you're cashing in cold? You've got to sit yourself down sometimes. It's hard to tell when the thoughts are my own, and the old hat gets harder to hold. It's hard to tell when the thoughts are my own. Like he's taking in so much outside opinion, so many different people telling him what he should and shouldn't be, possibly, that he's having a hard time separating.
You gotta sit yourself down sometimes.
Damn. All right, so yeah, he sounds hopeful. He's been holding out. He's been waiting, possibly holding out, holding. You will love me now. Holding out, hoping you will love me now. Do you love me now? Do you? Do I let you down? So, oh my gosh, the anxiety of this, the questioning.
It's kinda sad, but it's something I know. Too many things for you to analyze. Steaming and swinging with your eyes closed. We're like coming once in a while.
Steaming in with swing with your eyes closed. That's very impulsive right there. You're steaming in, swinging with your eyes closed.
You gotta sit yourself down sometimes.
Feels like he's being introspective again. You've got to sit yourself down sometimes. You have got to look in the mirror sometimes and recalculate, reassess. Feels like a Fort Minor song. See Mike Shinoda on this. Questioning.
You sit yourself down sometimes.
Yes. He's going there on this album. It's introspective, but it's also not overly serious. Like, you can dance to every one of these tracks. There's a contrast to it, and I really enjoy that in music when someone can make you think like that. Let's see, this one, it felt like just very introspective. It felt like we were questioning and going through a little bit of anxiety, like questioning, do you love me? Do you want me? Do I let you down? Season 2 weight loss is a metaphor for gaining confidence in the public eye. The song is not about actual dieting or physical weight loss. Instead, Harry describes it as the mission statement for the album, exploring themes of personal evolution and returning as a stronger version of himself. The idea is when a show becomes a hit and the cast returns for the second season looking amazing because they now have access to trainers and nutritionists. So, yeah, self-improvement, making your life better. I really like that one too. Great, again, great experimental production. I feel like they're going there on this album, and it's been what 5 years since Harry's House, so he's had time to live. He's had time to gain experiences, and he's had time to like follow and explore his heart. I feel like, and so far this album is spectacular. everything about it. His voice sounds amazing. The lyrics are thought provoking, and also they are, some of them are very easy to take in, but some of them are just like the one my I feel like my brain is crushing. That could be the cold I'm going through, but I don't know. This next track, Coming Up Roses. Since seeing this on the track list and seeing him put out the track list, this is the one that I have a feeling is going to speak to me the most. I feel like Coming Up Roses, just the sound of the title, if you like, Coming Up Roses is maybe trying to make your reality beautiful, trying to, like, roses and flowers and the beauty of this world. It always comes back to that, like nature and stuff. Coming Up Roses, you think of, smell the roses, be happy, something like that. Maybe he can articulate better than me in the song. But this one, I've had a feeling that this is probably going to be my favorite on the album.
Tell me your fears, turn back the clocks, it's that time of year. If we stay the course, we could get it right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite.
Oh, no, Harry. What? Tell me your fears. I've turned back the clocks. It's that time of year. If we stay the course, we could get it right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite. Is that him telling them that, like, yeah, I'm into you, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to just, like, only be there for you. I'm not devoid of an appetite. I'm still attracted to other people out there in this world. I've turned back the clocks. It's that time of year. So maybe like resolutions. I've turned back clocks. It's that time of year. If we stay the course, we get it right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite. Yeah, that feels like he's saying that he's not ready to commit.
Turn back the clocks. It's that time of year. If we stay the course, we could get it right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite.
Plucky.
And everything seems to be coming up roses, but I'm scared if we're both right. Does that mean we're not aligned?
Oh, no. Oh, that's scars right there. And everything seems to be coming up roses. So everything seems to be beautiful, right? Everything's lovely. The smells amazing. But I'm scared if we're both right. Does that mean we're not aligned? But I'm scared if we're both right. That sounds like he's already, there's like this anxiety that if we're both right, like if we're both like too into each other, if we're both, does that mean we're not aligned? If are we not being truthful? Are we not actually living in the truth? But I'm scared if we're both right. Does that mean we're not aligned? Help me. I feel like it's there. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Just for tonight,
sounds like fear.
Let's go hangover chasing, and I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth.
Damn.
Just say the word and we'll take up the test, where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out the night with your head on my chest, me and you.
Aw.
There's only me and you.
I freaking love when he hits that lower register. It gives me chills every time. And then did you hear that bass coming in after? Hangover chase scene, like. Ooh.
I see your tears on account of my wants, and now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear, that you think that I might not want you here.
No, stop, Harry, stop.
Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer? Am I backseat in your life, judging while you drive?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing. Hangover chasing, like, are we going to just, like, think of, like, Lady Gaga, Marry the Night? We're just going to be going out and following our impulses and having a wonderful, amazing time, or just everything, like, just chasing life, I guess. And I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe. So comforting you, why you should fall, why you should trust me. As I fumble my words and fall flat on my face to the truth. That always happens to me when it's with people that I like, when it's with people that I'm really into. A lot of the time it's like very easy to talk to those people that you're not interested in. Maybe they're interested in you. I don't know what is that mental block. I think sometimes we're afraid to have like our heart shattered. Not sometimes, all the time. Our brain is always protecting our heart in some way. And this is what it feels like Harry's doing here. He's talking about like it feels like everything is right. It's coming up roses, but I'm scared. He's maybe scared of falling back into some of his old behaviors. But yeah, the as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth, I feel like that's just a really lighthearted, honest reaction of like how someone that like makes us have those butterflies in our stomach, someone that makes the world bigger and brighter, like that initial in the initial time of talking to them and stuff. You'll fumble your words. Listen to me right now. I'm fumbling my words now, trying to get it out. But as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth, and he's trying to tell the truth, but he just keeps falling. He keeps fucking it up. He's not articulating himself properly to them. Just say the word, and we'll take up the test. Does that mean say you love me? Where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. So people a lot of times end up chasing the ones that are the bad ones, that maybe they're lustful for them or something, and we skip all the rest. We skip the people that are actually into us, and a lot of time that is again protecting your heart, because you're afraid to go into like a serious commitment, because you're afraid to be devastated. You're afraid that they're going to cheat on you or do something to hurt you later on. Then you have to go through that long cycle of growth and long cycle of digging yourself out of that depression. But we see out the night with your head on my chest, me and you. That's beautiful right there. So anyways, we come back around, and it comes back to peace with you on my chest. There's only me and you. So, and then now I see your tears on account of my wants, and now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear. So it sounds like he's like telling them his real feelings, and their reaction to it is not good, and it's hurting him a little bit, and now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear. So his reaction to their reaction, it's like hurting someone's feelings when you're being honest, and that's not exactly your intentions, maybe.
Just for
Crap. And then, or am I backseating your life, judging while you drive? So backseating your life, is he putting their life in the backseat while only focusing on his? Or does that mean like, was it like Monday morning quarterbacking, backseat driver, where you're constantly like telling them what they should do, how they should live their life?
let's go hangover chasing.
I love thinking like this.
About why it's safe as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth.
Real.
Just say the word and we'll take up the test, where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out the night with your head on my chest, me and you.
Wow.
There's only me and you.
I'm in love. That is amazing. Those strings are gorgeous. Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing. So all this questioning, all this almost being a little bit distraught about his feelings, about being scared that he's going to repeat things from the past, like he keeps ruining, or he keeps going back to like bad behaviors, and it ends up crashing and burning possibly, but also that he's like, I can't tell if he's being a burden in their life. Am I backseating your life? Am I putting this in the backseat? Am I judging you too much? Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing. So it comes back around to You know what? Let's follow the love. And just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing, and I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe as I follow my words and fall flat on my face through the truth. When you do talk to somebody that you finally feel like you can be your full self, you won't be doing that anymore. You won't be fumbling your words. Everything will come out clear. Sometimes, we feel like we need to choose our words properly because we want to make the right first impressions. We want to articulate our feelings right to them. We also don't want to give them like the ick. That is a thing in 2026 where if you are a little too open about your emotions, you can give that person the ick and it pushes them away and they're like, "Oh my gosh, why are you into me? You should not be into me. You should chase me," and stuff like that and all the games. You will find someone that doesn't make you play those games and that is like they'll hold your heart and they'll cherish it and they'll be tender with it and they'll open your mind and they'll make you feel better and you'll wake up every day feeling motivated to like conquer the world with them. And when I mean that, I mean like just falling in love and feeling all those great things that we go after in this world, which is love, which is family, which is camaraderie and community and dancing and music and all that stuff. And when you combine that all together, I feel like it's pure bliss. There's only me and you. The way that it, and the way the post chorus with that and the way he sings it is so lovely and gorgeous. It feels like he possibly had a breakthrough here at the end. It's only me and you.
It's only me and you.
Oh, fuck. He's getting me. Look, y'all, you might need some Caesar dressing with all the word salad vomiting I did on this track trying to articulate myself, but love is so important to me. I feel like it's the most important thing in the world. There's many things that people are driven by and have purposes by. Maybe you want to, be a pilot and fly around the world, like, I don't know. There's so many different things that you can make your life about, but for me, yeah, love is definitely at the forefront. The love is, I think, the most beautiful thing in the world, and that's obvious, right? I don't need to. Those of you that have been in it, those of you that have felt it, those of you that want it, those of you that have someone like this that makes you feel like this. You know how important it is. You know how wonderful it can be. This year, though, it sounds like he's just going through it. It sounds like he's and more so himself. The other person seems to be innocent in this. It's him like being worried that he's going to continue on with these the cycle that he does to himself. This this pattern of behavior where maybe and I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe as I fumble with my words and fall flat on my face through the truth. Just say the word and we'll take up the test where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out the night with your head on my chest. So we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. They acknowledge the temptations and distractions around them. Am I backseating your life? This is what I really need to know. The metaphor comes from the idea of a backseat driver. Okay, so it's not putting like their wants and needs and desires in the backseat. A backseat driver criticizes, gives unwanted advice, and tries to control someone else's actions. The narrator wonders if they are doing something similar emotionally, commenting on the other person's life rather than letting them live it. So he feels like he can be a little bit of a burden to them, maybe judging while you drive. So expanding the metaphor, the other person is driving their own life, but the narrator might be analyzing, critiquing, or influencing decisions. It shows the narrator questioning whether their involvement is supportive or intrusive. Fuck, that's real right there too. Man, the last thing I'd want to be is intrusive or affect someone negatively that I really truly care about. I want to be something that is also intoxicating to them, that makes them want to conquer the world with me, that makes them feel happy to wake up in the morning and not like groggy and whatever. Like, like, oh man, Danny is in my life and we're going to go do some fun stuff today, or we're going to raise a family. I don't know, go through the mundane things as well. Go through all the little everything, man. Yeah, I am word vomiting today, y'all. Harry does this to me. He makes me think a lot. I feel like a lot of his songs too have so many different meanings to them. You can take something, you can make it your own in a way. Next track, Pop. Where are we at?
Daytime, mainline, no more rolling papers.
He was a paper boy. Me too.
Stray dogs, try but you can tame them.
Hold on, was Harry a dog catcher too? Me and my older brother used to have a newspaper route when we were younger. That used to be a fun time. I hated collecting though from people. They'd always be so mad. Like, why are you mad? You're getting the newspaper. You owe them money. Come on.
No more rolling papers, catching.
Or is that about joints? Smoking joints.
Try but you can tame them. It's just me.
I have a feeling that's not actually about dogs either.
On my knees.
Is that about just like
Squeaky clean
one night stands maybe? I don't know.
It's meant to be pop. Katie's waiting to be your game day savior. First time tasting it, it's nice to mix two flavors together.
Tour.
It's just me on my knees.
Can't wait to go see that tour. New York, baby. Whoa! They were getting crazy on this album. I have no idea what this one's about. Sounds like again he is kind of just going through it. Daytime mainline, no more rolling papers, catching stray dogs, try but you can't tame them. It's just me on my knees, squeaky clean fantasy. It's meant to be pop. In my M over my head, this could go anywhere. I do it, or I do it again. It's meant to pop. Meant to be pop. I don't know how it'll end. This could go anywhere. I pull and pull at the thread. It's making me pop. I pull and pull on the thread. Like I'm pulling, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, and it's making me pop. It's making me go insane. Man, my brain is melting trying to follow some of the lyrics in this one. That's okay. Pop is about spending time with someone special and making time for them again and again. It's referencing Harry's song Cinema when he says, I bring the pop to the cinema and you pop when we get intimate. Okay. Okay. Pop is about spending time with someone special and making them time for time again. Katie's waiting to be your game day savior. First time tasting it. It's nice to mix two flavors together. It's just me on my knees. Pop. Woo-wee! Sexy Harry Styles. In my head over my head, this could go anywhere. I do it again. It's meant to be pop. I don't know how it'll end. This could go anywhere. I pull and pull at the thread. It's making me pop. Oh man. Yeah, so just fun. Seemed to be very intimate there. Next track, Dance No More.
I don't think we should be here. I see no water reference, but the music keeps hitting me like a 10 out of 10. So I don't think. No, I don't think.
Yeah. Give a dog a bone.
Conversation is here and you get it all off your chest. You can come over here to tell me again and again what you think. No, I don't think.
Are you kidding me with the low filter gravelly voice? Oh, catcha.
Conversation is here and you get it all off your chest.
What song am I thinking of? Like Bad to the Bone?
Tell me again and again what you think.
With that vocal.
No, I don't think.
Damn.
You're side to side with your hands up high, keep your customer satisfied.
What?
Live your life.
Disco. Yeah.
Days don't dance no more than you said.
No, they don't.
We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more than you said.
This is amazing. I don't know why it's taking me back to Ferris Bueller for some reason with the dum boom boom boom. Feels very 80s. I love the disco to it. DJs don't dance no more. They said DJs don't dance no more. There are some that are up there getting in, changing, making the environment crazy. We want to dance with our friends. DJs don't dance no more. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent. So the music, it's feeling like the music has been heaven sent. So it's incredible. It's exactly what we asked for. As something spiritual, suggests that the experience of dancing and music can feel transcendent, joyful, and communal. That's the truth right there. I hope y'all dance with me and Jukes Jams. I mean, I do try to give you guys my take on the songs and breaking down the lyrics, but mostly I just love music. I love feeling. I love just letting it all go, and it's very cathartic, just dancing and being free.
Side to side with your hands up high, keep your customer satisfied and live your life. DJs don't dance no more than you said. We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the
Incredible.
tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more than you said.
Yes, yes. Get your feet wet. Teach them all to respect your mother. Respect your mother, man. Come on. That is so simple. Thank you, Harry, for just saying something simple like that. Come on. Yeah. I love that line right there. And there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. So it's all just, we're all just feeling. Yeah, my only complaint about that one is it wasn't longer. I feel he could have put like an outro there where we're still dancing and maybe like something more of like respect your mother. I don't know, but I love that. Respect your mother. I know some of you out there might have some shitty, terrible mothers, but we need to in general be more respectful towards our mothers and respectful towards women and society as a whole. At its heart, the song explores the tension between participating in life and performing for others. The song suggests that being the person who creates experiences for others can sometimes lead to feeling disconnected from those experiences yourself. The narrator longs to step out of the role of performer and dance along everyone else. That makes sense for Harry Styles to feel that way, being in one direction for so long, and then with the 3 albums before this and touring and everything, he probably felt like he wanted to be in that crowd and just feeling it all and experiencing the tears and the sweat. And he's right. At one point, they are the same. I mean, it's it's liquid that's coming out of your body, but it's also just yeah, you can dance all your problems away and you'll be sweating it out. You can also cry all your problems out. You can also it's just dancing, and that kind of thing is incredible. I don't think we should be here. I see no water or friends. The narrator feels out of place in the environment. There's no comfort or familiar connection around them. Not seeing water or friends suggests the narrator feels unsupported and disconnected, even in a crowded place. I have definitely felt that way before, feeling lonely in a club full of hundreds of people, and it's just like, don't connect with anyone, and everyone just feels just not my type. And I've been there. Not seeing water around could also mean they are in a place like a club where there are only alcoholic beverages. Harry recently mentioned that many of his friends have a more stable life with children nowadays, meaning they won't often go clubbing with him. For this reason, it makes sense for his friends to not be in such environments. Hey, honestly, I don't club that much anymore either. And when I did club, I felt like from the beginning when I first started clubbing, it was great. I feel like people were dancing, people were meeting each other, and then it just turned into like groups of people, just cliques of people, just like click over here, click over here, click over here, click over here. And then if like someone comes in and approaches one clique, like 3 of the people in the clique will like look at you crazy. I don't know. I feel like we've gotten far away from like actually socializing with each other, and now it's just so much of groups that go out and stand in their respective spots and dance with each other, I guess, and no one breaks off. There's obviously anomalies and people that do, but yeah, more so than ever, I feel like the clubs just aren't really moving like they used to. And but that could also be where I'm at in life too. Like, I don't feel like I need to be out at the club. I also don't think I'm going to find the person that I want to be with at the club or anything like that. But dancing is amazing. That kind of thing. I love doing that. I love having fun. So it's not that. It's just that I feel like it just doesn't seem the same anymore. I don't know. Like, maybe COVID did something. Like 2019 to 2020, I feel like we just lost something in society. And it was a novel virus, and we had to quarantine and everything. But I just feel like it changed the way everyone reacts towards each other, or the way we socialize. Having a really hard time articulating myself in a lot of these tracks because it's very thought-provoking. So I apologize for the massive word salad. Or word vomiting, whatever. Paint by numbers.
Oh, what a gift it is to be noticed, but it's nothing to do with me. You've got to wonder if there's a reason to believe it's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers and watching the colors run.
Okay, going into this song, paint by numbers. I think of like the instructions, coloring inside the lines. When you color inside the lines, you're not going to be like taking risks. You're not going to be putting yourself out there. You're doing the things you're supposed to do, and you're following it to the T, straight and narrow. Oh, what a gift it is to be noticed, but it's nothing to do with me. You've got to wonder if there's a reason to believe. It's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers and watching the colors run. What's that mean? Watching the colors run. Like you're gonna paint by numbers, but no matter what you do, they're still going to run outside the lines.
It's a little bit complicated when they put an image in your head and now you're stuck with it. You're the luckiest, or the irony holding the weight of the American children whose hearts you break.
Like his fans.
Was it a tragedy when you told her not even 33? A little self-compassion and a life within your means. It's a lifetime of picking from one or the other, kids with water guns. Watch them run.
Wow.
It's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers, watching the colors run.
Oh, that was a really beautiful outro. So before they even mentioned this part, kids with water guns, watch them run, I was picturing One Direction. The only thing I really know about them is X Factor, Simon Cowell being pushed to stage to, like living like pop stars, pop superstars. And somebody left a comment saying that like, so one thing that happened to them was like Zayn being woken up at like 1 a.m. in the morning to out of the dead night of sleep and having to like record vocals right then and there for a song. Like they were constantly being pushed into this, that, and the other, and being. I feel like everything I saw about them was like, yeah, they were trying to follow that boy band thing to the T. They were trying to be clean. They were trying to be cute. They were trying to be, everything that you expect out of that. So for them to then watch the colors run. So now that we're moving away from that time of our life, now we're watching the colors run and maybe blending into all these different things about life that we've experienced and taking them in. Oh, geez. My brain is melting. The song addresses the struggles of celebrity, focusing on being stuck with an image imposed by the public, mentioning holding the weight of the American children whose hearts you break. Styles speaks of learning to paint by numbers, meaning doing what society and his fans wish. That's what I was trying to say there. You got like Cat's Eye right now, the big global girl group that has come up over the last couple years through Hype Geffen, and man, you should see the way people treat them. It's absolutely insane. They think they're like slaves for their entertainment, and that they have to be this perfect Like everything has to be absolutely perfect. And they feel like the fans do not allow them to have like any type of individual thoughts. It's the one thing I really do not like about K-pop or that kind of music at all is the fans are disgusting. They do not think of people. They do not think of artists as human beings whatsoever. They think of them as just like soldiers. They're supposed to just be there, performing for them constantly and being this like perfect example of something when really they're human beings. And the thing I really like about them is that they are genuine, they are authentic, and that's something I really enjoy about Harry Styles is his authenticity. I feel like he's not like painting by numbers. I feel like his music is not painted by numbers. It's so abstract, it's so out there. And I feel like he's not just living his life to please others either. I feel like he's being genuine to himself and he's saying things that people wouldn't say normally. He's wearing clothes that people wouldn't normally wear. And I think he's beautiful for that. All right, we are at the final track. I can't believe it. I don't want it to end. We are at Carla's song. Here we go. Ooh.
There is a bridge that leads to troubled water.
He mentioned his love for Simon and Garfunkel in that interview.
If you know,
Was also raised by them.
if you don't, then you don't. It's heavenly.
This guy, his voice is heavenly.
Head to your toes, saw the light in the gold that you discovered.
What does that mean? Saw the light in the gold that you discovered. Is that saw the light in the gold that you discovered? Seeing the beauty?
Through your eyes and all melodies like the tide. It's all waiting there for you. It's all waiting there for you.
Beat that beat up. Oh, we're building.
It's all waiting there for you.
Oh, I'm not ready. I have a feeling this song is last for a reason. It's going many of his last songs are out of this world. I mean, Fine Line is out of this is insane. This track right here though, I have a feeling. Can you hear that voice delivering the news? It's all waiting there for you. That's making me think like everywhere, all at once. Like it's all out there. And he mentioned, I think we're getting to the lyric here. You've been a baby sleeping upon a candy bar. He said something about like ice cream. Like that ice cream has always been there, but the moment that baby takes a little little bite of that vanilla bean, eyes light up and it's like your world. There's this expansion of your brain where it's like and it feels amazing and it's like all these possibility, this love that you just got introduced to, this ice cream, this flavor you just got introduced to. It opens up your world and now everything that's always been here is there. That's amazing.
It's all waiting there for you.
Every song has sounded different.
You've been a baby sleeping upon a candy bar.
That's so adorable.
Your eyes open up, changing summer light. It's all waiting there for you. Can you hear the voice deliver in the room?
I feel like this is staying to the theme of the album, which is like open your heart up, aperture, let the light in, man. So many people are afraid to follow their heart, to trust their gut, to go after that girl, that boy, whoever it may be that you're into, and go after that love. Can you hear that voice? It's delivering the news. It's all there waiting for you. It's like it's out there. Take it. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
It's all waiting there for you. It's all waiting there for you.
Yes.
Call it what you want.
Come on. Dance it out. It's the last song. I know what you like. I don't have to read your mind. Communication, y'all. That's one thing I'm taking from this album a lot too, is that we need to communicate. Communication's key in so many of our relationships. It builds trust. It's a foundational thing you have to have in your relationship. You got to communicate. And the best relationships are when you are able to communicate freely. I know people like that. I know someone like that right now who is allowing me that space, and it feels beautiful. This feels like bliss. Wow. Thank you, Harry Styles. Let's see, is there any type of bio for this? Carla's Song by Harry Styles. First of all, I want to know who Carla is. I feel like if that's a real person, it sounds like they're giving him this experience where he's allowed to open up. He's allowed to be free. It's just he's just being water. He's being fluid with them. He's not thinking too much. He's not hanging on his every last word or hanging on their word. He's not future tripping. He's staying there in the presence. He knows what they like. He doesn't have to read their mind. That is, man, that is the most amazing thing in the world. When you just be fluid with somebody, when they understand you, when they're patient with you, when they don't, when it's like not all, when everything's not all just super reactionary, and it's like slowed down, and there's this sense of understanding and, yeah, communication. Carla's Song by Harry Styles is his 12th and final track on his 4th album. The song is a celebration to the joy of discovery and experiencing the beauty of life, almost in the matter of an encouragement to wake up to the world around you. The lyrics of the song seem to portray the journey from innocence to experience, from slumber or ignorance to heightened awareness of the world and its possibilities. The repetition of the lines, "I know what you like, and it's all waiting there for you," seems to portray a sense of encouragement, almost as if the singer is telling the reader to wake up and experience the world around them through the things that give them joy. It's there. Reach for it. Grab it. Put your hand out. Take it. What a freaking beautiful track that is. I feel like it is one of those that normally would make me super emotional and like teary-eyed and give me the goosebumps and everything, but I don't know, there's something about it that just felt very cathartic to just be happy and to be joyful. This is the first Harry Styles album that I didn't like actually burst into tears. There was one song on here, it was called Coming Up Roses, that it was definitely working the waterworks, and it's because it's the substance of it. I felt like he was we've all been there. He's in his head where he feels like he's going to judge somebody's life. He's going to, yeah, put it in being that backseat driver, and instead of just being natural and being himself through this amazing relationship where it's like everything's coming up roses, everything is perfect. He is afraid of what he's done in his past, and he's afraid he's going to ruin it. That one, I feel like, yeah, very relatable. Look at this, y'all. 12 out of 12. Once again, I saved every song from Mr. Harry Styles. This guy, this guy has my heart. I love his music. I love his voice. I love the experimentation on his production. I love his band. I love the producers that he works with. If you have not checked out the Behind the Album movie of HS1, the debut, please check that out. They seem to be a wonderful group of people that are understanding of each other. I feel like he's able to be I feel like it's the opposite of like Paint by Numbers with them, where I feel like they're more so chasing their heart and they're making music that they actually enjoy, and they're not trying to make music that's for everyone to. They're not making music that's like formulaic, you know. Like there's music out there, you know, that people know how to make it because they know it's going to be hits. They know it's going to resonate with people and it's going to be popular and whatever. I feel like it was all from the heart. It felt authentic. Ready, Steady, Go. I feel like anytime you're in a rut, you can just throw on Ready, Steady, Go, and it's going to get you out of that. You're going to feel joy. You're going to feel all the great energy. This album, he wasn't kidding. Every single song you could dance to. I'm sweating. I feel fantastic. I feel joyous. I feel ready to again conquer life, and that's something that Harry has done to me every single time. What's the from the debut, Sign of the Times? That right there is a powerful song about just take it over, man. Go forth and conquer. This Aperture, letting the light in, let love in. Go after those things. Be a little impulsive sometimes. Say yes. You know, a lot of time we are saying no. We're trying to protect our heart. Let the light in. Don't be so fearful all the time. Stop allowing fear to dictate everything that you do in life. American Girls. That one, I'm not exactly sure what it meant, but it was fun. Are You Listening Yet? Trying to recall what that means. Some of these songs I'm gonna have to go through and I'm gonna have to listen to it a bunch of times. I'm going to listen to this album forever. I don't know where I'm at yet right now in my rankings. My rankings have gone all over the place now with listening to Harry's debut more. I think that one has actually risen to like the top of my list, maybe. I don't know, because there's a couple songs on Harry's House, like Satellite and Grape Juice and Matilda, that are going to be with me for the end of time and that I can listen to at any time of the day. And I love those songs. But this right here, it felt joyous. It felt freeing. It felt cathartic. It felt big. Like it felt epic. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like it's definitely a front runner for album of the year. We have some amazing contenders right now. We have The Art of Loving by Olivia Dean. We have The Life of a Showgirl with Taylor Swift. We have Lux by Rosalia. We have what else? What else came out recently? No, I don't know. This right here definitely is going to be up there. The substance of it, I'm still going to have to examine it. I'm going to have to go through it. Please, guys, let me know what your interpretations are for these songs, because there's going to be many different interpretations. There's going to be different experiences while you're listening to the song. There's different contexts that I don't know yet. Like there's still One Direction that I don't know much about, where he's singing about Paint by Numbers in that song, where yeah, he lived a life where it seemed like that, where he's just doing everything that everybody's telling him to do and not being able to chase his own impulses, his own wants. I feel like that probably hits you guys a little more differently because you know that about him, or you felt that, you grew up with him with that way. This is an absolutely incredible album. If there's music videos that come out, we will be right here watching and trying to break those down. I am going to see Harry in New York at Madison Square Garden. I cannot wait to go and have the time of my life there, and I feel like it's going to be one of the best shows I've ever been to. This guy, he has incredible vocals. The lyrics are thought-provoking, they're beautiful, they're devastating, they're relatable, and how like there's this anxiety and this tension of like your own past self and trying to get out of your own way. And I think he's amazing. I think he's very intelligent. I think he's very authentic. I think he's very real, and I think he also just has a great head on his shoulders. Everything I've seen so far, with like his philanthropy, with what he how he speaks up. He spoke up about like respecting your mother. Something so simple like that that a lot of men, especially, just aren't doing anymore, and or maybe never really truly have. I think it's time to to test out the matriarchy. If you ask me, I would love to have women as our leaders because I think y'all are honestly, I think y'all are better than men. That's just my experiences, and I've been around a lot of people, and the way y'all treat humans comparing and animals and everything compared to the way men do, it's a complete opposite most of the time. I mean, look at where we're at right now in the world with everything going on. This album right here, I feel like it was an escape from that. You can stop thinking about the bombs being dropped on children for a second while you're dancing to Ready Steady Go, but it also reminds you of all these things that are going on in the world because we're free and we can be free thinkers and we can speak up for what we believe in and not be so afraid all the time. Again, going back to fear, going back to impulse, going back to just living is how I feel this album made me feel. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Let me know your favorite tracks in the comments. I have no idea what my favorite track is yet. I think it is going to be Coming Up Roses. That's just a beautiful song. Dance No More was insane too. So I don't know. I'm still very fond on Aperture too. But thank you so much for being with me today and making it through my word vomiting because this one was very tough to break down. I feel like a lot of the lyrics were very ambiguous and open to interpretation. You guys know me. I love that. So I am going to be listening to this album all throughout the weekend, dancing my heart out. We kissed, we discoed, we laughed, we sang, and it was amazing. Harry Styles, thank you so much for this latest album. You are a genius. Your producers, your band, the musicians along with this, they did phenomenal. You guys should be absolutely proud of yourself.